one wife.
Then back at those times, were they allowed to have more than one?
In the Old Testament days, they did. Some of them did. But we're in the New Testament, and they didn't. But the reason why I said it, and it's happening today, is we have, I'm going to do it this way. I'm saying it like this. We have elders and bishops and apostles who are married, but have, he said sidekick, but a lady on the side. That is, in the 21st century, that is, we find it to be more prevalent now than ever before. Things are happening like that. They're married, and listen to this. Some of them, they're tired of being married, so they go and get somebody else. Yes, ma'am?
Some of them have 4 and 5 living wives. You got married in 1979, divorces in 1985, you have another wife in 89, then it goes on from there. Then next thing you know, you have 5 wives, living wives. And you're a bishop. What's the reason for that?
I'm going to quote, this is in the Bible, I'm going to quote, it actually is in the Bible. Hold on, before I quote that, go ahead.
I'm good.
I'm going to say something else.
Because I was just going to say that there is a point now to where they have the wives inside the home with them, and all the other wives are okay with that.
Yes.
But that's so wrong on so many levels.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
And to be a shepherd of God, I mean, wow.
Yes. Exactly. Exactly. And so what it does, I'm going to quote the miracle thing in a moment, is that that's what messes the churches up. Because now my leader does this. He's got all these. So I can do all this. And so then you got a church that's jacked up. And then you got the blood that's on the leader's hands because he's doing this and leading God's people. Ooh. I don't know which one y'all was first, because y'all hands went all at the same time.
Which means you see why it's so necessary for Paul to be repetitions
Yes.
in his orders.
Yes. Yes. And if you notice, Paul, on a number of occasions, Paul repeats himself.
Yes.
In different situations, different parts of the Bible, he repeats himself to make sure that people get it. Yes. Mr. Brendan.
I want to add too, then that bill is so tight. Tax all these women.
Yes. Yes. Let me quote this. Oh, will you do? Okay. Let me quote this. When one performs a marriage, he says to the man, will you love her? Will you cherish her? Watch this. Will you put her above all others? Forsaking all others? And only cleaving to her? They stand there, looking at each other. I do. Now, people don't understand this. They're saying it for God and the witnesses. And watch this. And some of them are the ones who perform marriages, weddings. Watch this. And there are some of the ones who counsel. That's messed up. That is messed up and jacked up. I'm counseling you to cleave to only one woman. However, I got 5. As the word of the Bible called hypocrite. Hypocrite means pretender. That's what's going on in the 21st century church. Yes, ma'am.
Me, myself, would not get involved with a bishop or elder or just all these wives living. I don't want to be number 6. I can't, no, just, no, thank you. That means you're gonna leave me and be, somebody gonna be number 7. No. And something's wrong with that picture, you got to say, in the picture thing.
Yes.
You got to look at that. Some things you got to look at. A lot of things you got to be wise in.
Yes.
Probably I'm not ready. Too many crazy things going on. You got to look at a lot of stuff. A lot of things.
Yeah. True.
I don't need nobody first lady after somebody else. It's a lot to look at.
It is a lot to look at.
And as you get older, you look at a lot of things.
Differently. Because by you saying it, Mr. Brenda, what happens is, and I'm going to use what you say, okay? If you were number 6, you got to deal with all the spirits that were before you.
Right. You tagged all those women.
Yes.
I mean,
That's not biblical.
there's 5 Joneses, Mrs. Jones.
Yeah, no, exactly. And it's why Paul was emphasizing this. He emphasized it, and I'll go into the bishop part next week. But that's why he emphasized it with the elders and really the bishop as well. I would tell you something. But I'm not tonight. Let me say this. Things in the 21st century are crazy. And I mean crazy. Much crazy. I mean, it's much crazy. It's getting worse and worse. And that's when we know that God's on his way back. Because the craziness of people. Watch whether he says, the husband and one wife, having faithful children. Watch this, he describes the children. Not accused of riot or unruly or insubordinate or insubordination. Their children got to be pretty good. They're not only perfect, but they should be obedient children. They should be obedient children. Let me read this. Paul emphasizes in place, watch this, Brenda, check this out. Paul emphasizes is placed on the family life of an elder. He emphasizes the family life of an elder. I'm going to pause for a moment before I go further. There's some preachers, pastors, who tell their spouse they're going to do visitation. I'll just say it like that. But not really going for visitation. Well, they're going for visitation, but not right visitation. They're going to say they're going to visitation for a hospital visit. But in reality, they're going at a visit somewhere else. That's what we have in the 21st century. And God is going to hold these persons, actually all pastors, accountable for their work. Accountable for their work. So, Paul is emphasizing family life of an elder. Family life. Now, I'm going to The reason why I'm emphasizing when he says sit family life, spend time with your wife. I use a personal example. When my wife was living, I would set aside a day just for her, called date night. She taught me how to leave my cell phone off. Because I had a good wife. Even though I was passionate, I did all that. God taught my spirit a number of years ago. Give time to your wife. Have a date night. And she taught me, leave the cell phone, it's my night. And I would have to cut the cell phone off, because when I cut it on, she'd be mad. Wrangling, this is my night. Anybody knew her, she was talking real soft, but she meant what she said, though. and it drew us closer. Because if you don't spend time with your family, and I even had time, we even had time, I spent with my sons when they were growing up, and that's why now she's gone, that's why I'll just be personal just for a moment. That's why they watch me like a hawk now. Even though ones in Nashville, that boy just calls me to make sure I'm all right. The other one, he can make sure I'm all right. Because I spend time with them. And you got to, and I'm saying to say this, the leaders have got to nurture their children and the family life. I remember my father, I used to play basketball. And I was so shocked, I was so happy my father came to one of my games. I was thrilled. I was so happy he came to the game, I got a rebound, didn't know what I was supposed to do. And I knew how to play basketball, but I was just so thrilled my father stopped by to watch me play basketball. I was in 7th grade. Crawford Junior High back then. He sat up in the stand. I didn't look up in the stand, saw my daddy in the stand. Because my mom always came, most of the time. Because that's when I got home. But he was in the stand. He took time to come to the game. He was busy at church, work, and all that, but he took time for me. He took time for all of us. He took time for the grandkids. When Raymond was playing baseball, he came and watched Raymond play baseball, T-ball, and all that stuff. Took time, and that way that makes a strong family. Yeah, strong family. Strong family. Yes, ma'am.
And you have to be strong because we're looking at you. We're expecting you, our shepherd, to show us how we are to walk. So if you got to get with girlfriends and things, and you tell my husband, he go get a girlfriend too. If I had one.
I'm going to say something. Well, let me finish. I'm going to say something. It's going to be funny. It's going to be funny. Because people watch you. I mean, they literally watch you. Whether they be in the church or outside church, they watch you. I'm going to show you how to watch it in a minute. Let me finish this verse. I'm going to show you something. It's going to make y'all laugh. I just found something today. That this is the prerequisite of a leader or an overseer of the church. He must be married to one woman, and now watch this. Let me read this. Listen to this. Husband of one wife. Assume the elder is an older, just assume, not necessarily. Assume that the elder is an older man who is married but not categorically excluded a single man. That excludes a single man. But he prefers for him to be married. But that excluded. So just that he be one who is seasoned or spiritually sound. And I'm done with that. Anybody else want to add on verse number 6? We're about to go home, y'all.
I just want to make a comment.
Talk to me.
You probably wonder why some didn't go to games more. Back in those days, we were not permitted to go to a lot of things.
That's true.
It's not that they didn't want to. It's just that it was not. Well, I guess I still use the word permitted to go, because most times
Baptist, that at that time, that was just not the thing for people to do. That, at least Pentecostal people, I put it that way, to go. And let me go a little further in some of the Baptists, because my sister and my cousin were going with brothers, and they were talking about going into the theater on a Sunday after they'd been to church. But then the pastor, both of them deceased now, he's deceased now. But the pastor told no, his sons didn't go no movie on Sunday. And this was a Baptist. So, a lot of things just weren't permitted in the day. That's all I'm gonna say.
Huh?
Yeah, it was, it is what it is.
Because I would hear my father would say that they couldn't really play marbles. Yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
he's got this on his grandmother and great grandmother.
There was a funny paper on Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just, it's just the way they were brought up.
You got
But he found out that you know, not that it was wrong, but he just found out later on that there was nothing wrong with the marbles, because he liked to play marbles.
And checkers.
And checkers.
And we learned him, we taught him how to play checkers, so once he got to learn how to play checkers, he be their bad. But when he was young, he couldn't play no checkers.
Yeah, yeah, it's just the way it was back then. Back then, yeah. And it's something that Sister Joyce said, we're watching leaders, shepherds. People are watching leaders more now than ever. One of my co-workers, I didn't know that they watching. And so what happened today was I was walking through the lobby going to another location. And one of my coworkers was waiting on this person. I'll just say it like that. This person. And so this person was asking my coworker some questions. My coworker told me, he said, Raymond, I stopped them right quick. They said, I know who you are. I know what you're all about. I stopped them real quick. I stopped the conversation real quick. I said, girl, I ought to high-five you. But they call me Daddy Ross and all that stuff. But anyway, people are watching you. Whether they're young or old, they're watching you. They know your lifestyle. And I found it very fascinating that she stopped the person right in traffic. She said, I stopped him. Said, I know who you are. I know what you're all about. Said, I stopped him real quick. I said, thank you. And I said, I ought to high-five you. People are watching. What I'm saying, people are watching. I said to say that. People are watching. They know who you are, and they know what you stand for. If you are, and let me say, if you're authentic. Yes. Yes, ma'am.
But look what we have going against, look at the opposition. We have so many standing in the pulpit preaching about what they want us to do, and what they're doing is just the opposite. So we're nervous, we're hesitant. And the only way for us to be sure about our walk is to make sure that I'm sure about who's teaching me this.
Yes. Yes.
So this is the only thing that's going to get me into heaven.
That's it. That's it. The Bible says this. I'm going to close with this. The Bible says, they that preach the gospel, listen to this, they that preach the gospel shall live of the gospel. So we who preach it, as far as, since we talk about leaders, pastors, we who are pastors, we preach it, we got to live it. We got to live it. People are watching our lifestyle. And they're looking for people who are, I keep using the word authentic, because that's what the word is saying. I'm looking for authentic preachers.
And I just raised my hand up because my grandfather, Bishop McKinley Smith, I was able to admire him
Yes.
from a little child.
Yes.
I mean, and when I watched him, because we were children, we were not allowed to be in the same circle as them. So much of the things we saw repeat. We got to watch, and it was just like,
Yeah.
because he was so quiet, he walked so quiet, but he spoke such a loud voice. Yeah.
Yes.
And my grandmother too, oh
Yes.
my God.
She was powerful.
Yeah.
She was powerful.
See, that's where I learned a lot of my character from, because I so admired her. I just thought she was the most precious woman walking.
Yes, she was. She was. And so spirit-filled.
Yes.
So spirit-filled.
But she was not a person that did a lot of talking or not, but she's very quiet in her spirit.
Yes.
But then you knew who she was.
Yes.
Well, we as her grandchildren showed you there, because when she said, come sit down and eat, we came, we sat down, and we ate. And if she had to get the belt, it was so soft and sweet, well, y'all, I'm going to get the belt. I'm going to sit down.
And then you get back in the whipping.
I used to say she ain't gonna hurt us if she did spank us.
But those people were powerful
Yes.
because they lived their life. They lived their life. They lived their life.
They show you how life is to be lived.
Yes. Absolutely. 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 Yes.
And I think you today pastors can show, I don't know if you say show or what, is that it's not any harm in having a relationship with your kids, because a lot of them didn't as much as I think they would have had, but you, with their families, that they liked it, because it was always church, 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 church. I mean, 4 times on Sundays we were in church.
That's true.
Sunday school, morning worship, 3:30 service, and 7:30. Or 8, it was 8. But I think is now is to teach there is no harm in being with your family sometimes. I had to tell a person just recently, I said, don't upset, and I don't think that's the word I use, is don't feel like you are, because this person felt like, just because they missed this, they didn't do that. I said, but you did when you could. I will say, go to church or whatever while you can. And I told this person, I said, well, don't feel bad because you can't make every service, but you did when you could. And that's important. Because people need to know that, because they get down on themselves because they can't. But as long as you come while you can. I think that's very important in this day and time. And you got to encourage folk. Because folk get down on themselves. I can't, I used to come every time, but now I can't come. Well, okay. It's okay to miss. I mean, God ain't going to punish you because you miss one service. Just don't keep it up. And don't keep on missing because you can miss. Because some people don't have an excuse. They just don't come. If they don't like the preacher, I ain't coming. If I don't like this one, I ain't coming. But I'm sure in the day that some of those that came, as I came along, there are a lot of people they probably didn't like all that hot, but they showed up. They always showed up in church. So I think it's good. I guess I regret that we didn't have all that time with the kids, because we was always in church, 24/7, seemed like. On Wednesdays, every church service, we was there. Lord, there we sent the kids Sunday school, God still loves you if you miss one service. He ain't gonna put you under the bus.
Next week we're going to look at verse number 7 through 9. And we will pick up the qualifications of the bishop. You did the ever night. You see the qualifications of the bishop next week in verse 7.
How you do?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
I just want to say, you